Assalamu alaikum. Welcome 7th class in the Lasanian virtual classes of second semester. I am hopeful you are all fine and doing well. I am your English teacher and here is the working of day 13 and 14. So let's start the working. Here are the words meaning: instruments, आलात, motion, हरकत करना, irritable, चिड़चिड़ा होना, darkness, तारीकी, अंधेरा, isolation, तन्हाई, अकेला या अलग, moment, लम्हा, melodious, horrible. Horrible means खौफनाक या ख़तरनाक, expression, तासुरात, spirit, जोश या जज्बा, कंक्लूजन, नतीजा, इंजाम, प्रेशर, दबाव या बोझ, नेसेसरी, लाजमी, ज़रूरी, ऑडियंस, सामाइन. Here is the first question. What are Vashti and Kono? Vashti is a woman and Kono is her son. Why can Vashti only talk to Kono for 5 minutes? Vashti is due to deliver her lecture on music during the Australian period in 5 minutes. How does Vashti move around her room? It is in a mechanical chair. People do not move but independently in this world. Why does not Vashti want to travel in the airship? Vashti does not want to travel in the airship because she dislikes seeing the horrible brown earth, the sea, and the stars in the dark. She also says she gets no ideas in an airship. What does Kono say that shocks Vashti? Kono says that he wants to speak to his mother not through the Verisama machine. Vashti is shocked that he says something negative about the machine. What details do we learn about rooms that people live in the underground world? The rooms are small, which can be turned up or down. They have some kind of ventilation system. Music is placed in them. Each room contains a chair and a reading desk and lots of buttons which the occupant can call for food, music, clothing, a hot or cold bath, or a bed. There are also speaking tubes and communication buttons so that she can talk to people. What do we learn about Vashti and and Kono's personalities? Vashti is more obedient and seems to accept life in the machine. Without question, Vashti views Kono's personality as odd because he questions the machine and wants to do things contrary to the spirit of the machine, such as going to the surface of the earth. Who is a woman? Vashti. What does the description swaddled lamb of flesh show about her? She is wrapped up like a baby. She is not very fit and it seems like she does not move around much. What does the comparison face as white as a fungus show about her? It conveys the impression that she is a pale, overweight, unhealthy, and perhaps somewhat unattractive. Why does this happen? When Vashti has finished speaking to Kono, how does Vashti communicate with people? She knows what kind of things do they communicate about. Vashti communicates with the people she knows through speaking tubes and screens. People no longer meet up in person. They communicate about ideas from the examples given. These are not particularly complicated. What does the author imply by the use of the phrase in certain direction? The author seems to apply that human communication has not advanced in other direction by the use of phrase in certain direction. This suggests that although Vashti is in contact with several thousand people through the use of advanced technologies such as speaking tubes, there is something missing. How could we view Vashti words way of communicating as negative? Vashti words way of communication do not include face-to-face interaction and seem to rely on small sound bites of information being shared by many people. Vashti words machine seems to have isolated each human away from all others. What is meant by the following phrase system of public gathering? It refers to face meeting, which is in the world of the story no longer happens still from their rooms. This means moved out of their rooms. In the world of the story, everyone says in their own room all the time. Write the sentence out in your words. Keep the meaning. The old way of meeting face to face was considered awkward and difficult, and no longer happened watched the end. Everyone else never left their rooms. What makes Kono isolated himself? Kono isolates himself when his mother tries to dissuade him from visiting the surface of the earth because she feels that it goes against the machine. What does isolated himself mean in the story? In the story, isolated himself means that Kono has turned on the isolation knob in his room so that no one can speak to him through the speaking tubes and through the blue plate. And the last one is, how does Vashti feel after this? She feel lonely after this. So dear students, that's all about my today's working. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.